Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my next LP, which is by Capcom, the best story writers in the world. And of course, by best, I mean the worst. Well, anyway, this is Mega Man X4, a game with an incredibly cheesy story, and like so riddled with bad writing cliches, it's hilarious. It's like Mega Man's like, he's gonna shoot you in the face, and it's like, this is such a like, oh my god, I can't even like describe how cheesy this like little opening cinematic is. It's like you just listen to the music in the background. You got like the rhythmic electric guitar with like the techno synth in the top of it, and it's like trying way too hard to be cool. It's like, man, we're off to a great start. But I should say that I actually do kind of really like this game. But you're gonna see all this cheesy stuff and the voice acting in this game. Oh my god, it's not nearly as bad as Mega Man 8 was, but it can see Mega Man 8 pretty clearly through a glass-bottom boat, if you know what I mean. It's oh god, it's really bad. And then they show Mega Man X's Mega Buster from like 10 different angles because that's just what the most cool thing would be. And then you have Iris over there, who's obviously like your starry-eyed anime girl waif. It's like, geez, just cut this stuff out. So if I'm going to be taking the piss out of this game, which I am to a huge extent, you're probably going to be wondering why I'm even LPing it in the first place. And basically, it's because, oh god, this is really loud. I don't think I can turn it down anymore. Actually, I think I can. Hang on a sec. Okay, well, press start. Game start. Well, actually, I'll get into that a little bit after we get through this prologue stuff, but this game really is actually quite nostalgic for me for a whole bunch of different reasons. And I am going to be playing through both with Mega Man X and Zero, but I'm going to start with Mega Man X because I am much less horrible at playing the game as Mega Man X. So if you're used to my channel before, well, god, I should probably shut up for this cutscene so you can understand the plot and how bad it is.
It's about the Maverick Hunters, General. They are far too eager to please the humans and continue to hunt down the Reploids. Do you believe they pose a significant threat?
Perhaps.
You already know the truth, General. Their sole mission has been to destroy any Reploids who fail to do as the humans order. It's in your best interest to stop them now, before they turn on you. You possess enough power to destroy them!
Dismissed.
What?
I will not betray the humans. Remove yourself from my sight. My business with you has concluded.
Very well. But you will change your mind soon, I assure you.
God, so the General has, I think, not a bad voice, but by far the most inappropriate voice. Like, it just does not fit the way he looks at all. And the other guy's like a freaking Saturday morning cartoon villain over there. It's like, but then again, this is Capcom we're talking about. Mavericks have been found at point 5576. I don't know where the fuck that is. The Mavericks have occupied the Sky Lagoon using the most advanced weapons available. That's not funny, taking pauses where the text breaks. The army appears to be the Rebel Force. Roger that, I'm on my way now. So what I like to do is, like, imagine that Mega Man X is, like, the protagonist of a magical girl anime. Like, because he's about as naive and stupid in this game as Sailor Moon is, in all honesty. But anyway, so you go here, this is the intro level, which Mega Man X games have, and the classic Mega Man games don't. And you get the mini-boss right away. You don't have to kill this guy, I just run, usually, because that's faster. And it's, you know, this LP is going to be short enough as it is. I guess it could be dashing, too. You get this cool little trail that follows you if you dash. But and he'll, like, fist through the ground if you aren't, like, fast enough. But anyway, you just keep going, keep shooting lemons, keep moving to the right and shooting. But yeah, because, like I said, Mega Man X is about as stupid as Sailor Moon is. He also sounds just like Sailor Moon in his voice. Well, like, when you hear him talk, you'll realize he sounds like a little girl. You're a Dragoon from the 14th unit! This isn't good, X! And Maverick just destroyed the power reactor!
What? Then the Sky Lagoon will come crashing into the ground!
It's too late, X. It's time I made my escape. I suggest you do the same. Don't do anything reckless on the way out, okay? Dragoon, eh? Well, he looks like he could be a good guy, I don't know. There's no way he could possibly betray us.
The city below will soon become a sea of flames! Many people will perish! I have no choice but to escape from here and head to the city below!
Yep, so we're already halfway through the intro stage. All the stages in this game have 2 parts. So this is kind of like nothing, really, and X will say something else dumb here.
What? The city has been completely destroyed! They were innocent people! I won't forgive this!
It's like, seriously, that sounds like something right out of Sailor Moon. I don't know. Well, the last time I watched Sailor Moon, actually, I was probably like 4 years old, or 5 years old. Hell, it was probably around the time that I was playing this game, so I guess I can start to talk about, like, the nostalgia for it. Oh, by the way, don't get crushed by those rocks, because they will kill you in one hit. Instant death. But yeah, this game was... It was something that my parents got for me after I... Wow, I almost jumped in the pit there. I don't know why Mega Man X stopped dashing. But I had a guy who played T-ball with me in the kindergarten days. His name was Robbie, and he had an NES. He actually has the only NES that I've ever played in my life. So I went over to his house one day, we played the NES, because I like video games, but I had a PlayStation, so it was like, a Nintendo, what the heck is that? So, the game that he put in actually happened to be Mega Man 2. And I remember playing through the Airman stage with him, and sucking, because, you know, we were freaking like 5 years old over here. That'll max out your energy, that's a 1-up that I just picked up, so that's kind of important to get. But I was like, I just found this awesome game called Mega Man, and I really liked it, and I was like, hey, parents, let's get Mega Man for me. This is the boss, by the way. You always get this warning screen. This guy's kind of big and scary looking, but he's actually really easy. And as X, you can charge your Buster while cutscenes are happening, which is kind of cool. So all you gotta do is shoot him in the face. Jump and shoot him in the face. And he basically is like nothing. He'll go down so easily. But even if I take damage. So they're like, oh, we found this game. It's called Mega Man X4. Which my parents didn't realize, and I didn't realize at the time, that the Mega Man X series is totally different from the Mega Man Classic series. But hey, you know, parents, right? Well, anyway, so they got me this game. It was the only Mega Man game that I ever grew up owning. And it was the only one that I played for quite some time. So we got him. He's no big deal. And when I played this game, oh my god, I was just so fucking bad at it. I guess the big explosions are going to cause some lag, but, you know, what are you going to do about it? Before I fixed the graphics settings, this game was lagging so... But, like, it would not even... It was running at, like, 15 frames per second permanently.
Who are you?
I'm the Colonel of the Repliforce.
Has the Repliforce been occupying this area?
What are you talking about? I only came to save my sister. The army responsible for all the violence in this region is not the Repliforce.
Nevertheless, I want you to disarm and follow me back to headquarters.
Never! You're asking my soldiers to drop their weapons? The only time we drop our weapons is when we aren't able to fight any longer.
But you will be regarded as a maverick and treated as such.
Do as you will. The Repliforce would sooner fight and die than discard our pride. Consider us mavericks, as this is what you wish.
Wait, calm down, Colonel!
And of course, he's just gonna run away.
What the? Something's gotta give, otherwise the entire Repliforce will be considered to be mavericks.
Yes. So basically, I don't even want to begin talking about the plot of this game, but we'll just save our game. This is kind of like something that I've been practicing off screen, because I am so bad with Zero at this game, and I would not be able to play this game without practice. Oh, another cutscene.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
And there was much rejoicing.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army in history!
God, the Colonel probably has the worst voice in this game. One of them, probably. At least. Well, I don't know. They're all pretty bad.
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Good God, does it get any cheesier than that? Like lightning strikes in a dark room while looking out a big window and saying he'll be watching things closely? Who are you? Call me Double, the Rookie Hunter. My liege, the Repliforce has begun its coup. Wait, Colonel, you're jumping to conclusions here. Sir, you've been given the order to scramble. Right, I'm leaving right now. He's got like this weird like face. Like that face is just so fucking strange. Jungle, infiltrate enemy-occupied jungle and destroy the weapon under construction. And then you have cyberspace. A bug has corrupted the network. Dive into cyberspace and exterminate it. And Air Force. The Repliforce ship has taken off. Pursue and blast it out of the air. Dragoon of the 14th unit is a traitor. No! The guy that looked so evil and, like, was in the place where the power reactor blew up when it blew up is a traitor? I never would have guessed. Locate and bring him back to Hunter HQ. Repliforce decimated the city and left. Pursue them aboard a land chaser. That's a... oh, jeez. Can't wait to do that. The abandoned lab is now operational. Investigate and destroy the lab. A military train is moving supplies. Cut off Repliforce's supply route. And here you have the snow base. We've discovered a hidden snow base. Halt production of their new weapon. So these are the 8. I'm going to be so tempted to call these guys Robot Masters just because that's what I've always... I mean, like, I'm used to Mega Man Classic because that's the game... This is the only X game that I've ever played before, by the way. I've never played any other game in the X series but this one, but I have played, like, almost all of the classic games, so I'm used to saying Robot Masters. But these are actually Mavericks, or what they're called here. You have Web Spider, Cyber Peacock, Storm Owl, Magma Dragoon, Jet Stingray, Split Mushroom, which is the most threatening life form ever, right? A mushroom. Jeez. Then you have Slash Beast and Frost Walrus. And of course, you're going to have to, like, backtrack to the stages to pick up heart tanks and whatnot. I'm actually going to start with Web Spider, and I will get his stage done in this video. I think he is really easy. I did not think he was easy when I was a kid, I'll tell you that. This game used to make me so angry, because I was just so bad at it. I mean, I was, like, only 5 or 6 years old. Which is another reason that this game is so nostalgic for me. Because I, like... How do I even say this? I don't know. It's complicated because there were only a couple of stages that I could beat when I was a kid, so I would just play them over and over again. I'd get to the 3 stages. Like, I didn't know that some enemies were weak to other enemies, or, like, some Mavericks were weak to other Mavericks' weapons. Not enemies, but the Mavericks. So I didn't know about that. So I was trying to beat everybody with the Buster. There were some bosses that I couldn't even get to because I was so bad. Anyway, you want to make your way over here, because there's something that X can pick up really early on in the game. This battle should never have happened, X. Why must Reploids fight each other? Why do these peacekeepers persist in fighting each other? This must be some sort of mistake. X enter this capsule, equipped with this to discover the truth, equipped with this boot module, and jump twice in the air to hover. You can move either left or right and will remain airborne for a few moments. It is effective for negotiating through higher and more dangerous terrain, or navigating, I don't know what he said. Stop this tragic war as soon as possible, X. So this is the leg upgrade. You get it basically 0 effort. And what he doesn't tell you about the leg upgrade is that, well, you press X to hover in the air. You hover longer if you don't move. That's about as much boost as you get if you move. But you can also dash in the air, too. And you can dash jump. So that's kind of cool. It definitely makes the navigating this game pretty fun. But yeah, I always start with Web Spider, just kind of out of habit, because Web Spider was actually not only one of the only bosses I could beat in this game ever, but he was the first boss that I ever beat in this game. And I'm taking hits left and right. Like I mentioned before, well, I don't know if I mentioned this before, actually. Maybe I started to say this and then I, like, got sidetracked with something else, I don't know. But if you're used to watching my channel, like if you've seen the other stuff that I've done, you know that I kind of like take pride in being pretty good at games and not failing too hardly or like too badly. Because I mean, like definitely some failure is okay. I mean, like look at the end of the Spyro LPs. Like, geez, that was crazy. But this game is like going to be filled with failure because I'm really not that good at it. Now, if you charge your shots, you can actually get these guys from the ladder. Well, if you do it the right way, you can get these guys from the ladder. Just like right there. I guess a couple charge shots it takes to kill him. Dude, would you get wrecked, please? Thank you. Well, but yeah, especially when I play as Zero, you're gonna see some real jailure happen. Oh, jeez. Like sometimes when I dash and then jump immediately afterwards, the dash gets cut short, and I end up not dashing as long as I think I should have. But I remember Web Spider was, he kicked my ass, and it took me maybe a month of tries to beat him, and I just could not do it for the life of me. So anyway, we're going to the second part of the jungle. When you enter the second part of stages, you get all your life refilled, and you enter, like, usually a totally different environment. So it's pretty cool. It definitely gives the stages a lot more life in this game than other ones, I think. And that's cool, because otherwise this game wouldn't be worth playing. Make sure you dash there, because otherwise those snakes will come out and get ya! I guess I kind of want to try to do this quickly, so I'll just, like, I don't know, rush through. Not, like, rush through, per se, but definitely do things quickly. Expedite the process a bit. The other reason that this game is very nostalgic for me is that it was also the first Let's Play that I ever watched in my life. I can't remember, or a while ago, I think I said it was Metroid Prime by Lansoon. That was the first LP I ever saw in my life, but I think that was actually second to this one. Because I tried looking up video to beat it because I dug it up one day when I was like in the 8th grade or 9th grade or something like that. It was like when LPing was still pretty new. I didn't really know what it was. I just wanted to see somebody do this stuff because I was like, oh, people post things on YouTube. Maybe somebody can post themselves beating this game that I was never able to beat as a kid. So that's how I kind of discovered, I don't want to say discovered LPing because it took me a while to watch more LPs. Would you freaking get down where I can hit you, Spider? Yeah, sometimes I believe double jumping or like double tapping the directional pad also makes you dash. I don't really know. We're actually almost at the end of the level already. But the LP of this game that I watched was by Whitemage Serenia, who NCS has talked about before, and he actually mentions NCS in this LP, which I went back and like rewatched kind of to like get my feet wet in this game again as like kind of a weird expression, but wow, how did I not get hit? How am I not dead yet? Jeez. Oh, I guess I finally took a hit from these losers. That we'll be in good shape for the boss. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, basically the reason that I decided to do this was because of NCS's classic Mega Man series, and he stopped the X series with Mega Man X3, so there's that, and then Whitemage Serenia with X4 being the first LP that I ever watched. And then after I watched him, I actually beat the game for the very first time with X, and I got really far with Zero. I don't think I beat the final boss with Zero, but anyway, they actually talk to you a little bit when you enter their stage. You've labeled us all as Mavericks! I won't let you pass, turn back now! So this is Web Spider. What I like to do is charge up, and then not get hit by his webs, which kind of home in on you a little bit. It's kind of awkward to describe how they move, but one way to dodge them is to dash towards the wall and then jump off the wall. And another way to do it is to just dash right under him. Just kind of angle yourself so you're not directly beneath him, and then dash, and no problem. Because if you do get hit by the webs, or if you jump into him like a dumb shit, he does quite a bit of damage to you. Now, another thing about this game that's kind of cool, that we actually haven't got to quite yet, but when you do a certain amount of damage to the Mavericks, they'll change their attack patterns, which I think is pretty interesting. And God, boy, this guy pissed me off so much when I was a kid. I was like, it's not fair that he has so much more life than me, and his attacks do so much more damage than mine do. But anyway, so this is the second phase of his attack. You can't damage him there, so don't even try. He'll get up here, and then he'll shoot spiders. He'll poop spiders out. So all you gotta do is be ready. Oh, and this is what happens if you get stuck in the web. He does a shitload of damage to you. And it's also really easy to get hit by him in this phase, so I like to play a little defensively here and kill the spiders that he shoots out when he shoots them out. I believe what he'll do is shoot out 2 webs and then do the spiders. Ugh, see, I got hit by the spiders there. Okay, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Now, Mega Man X actually says stuff. There we go, we got him. No biggie. And God, I remember, so he was one of the 3 Robot Masters that I beat when I was a kid. And I got so excited when I beat Web Spider. I wrote about it, because we had, like, journals and diaries and shit that we had to do for, like, writing assignments. This is, like, 1st grade stuff right here. But I beat him, and I got so excited that I wrote a whole, like, 2 paragraphs about the experience, because, you know, back when 2 paragraphs was a lot. Now it's like a 6-page paper is nothing. A 6-page paper is an easy paper. And you get his ability, Lightning Web. Fires a spider net charged with electricity. Can be used to attack, wall jump, or double jump. But I was so excited, and I, like, even drew a picture of Web Spider, like, dying. Because it's like when you beat him, there's, like, so many explosions happening. Like, the web explodes, and then he blows up, and then, like, it even looked like there were all sorts of other explosion textures on the screen, so it looked like the background was blowing up. I even labeled them in my journal. This is going to be the stupidest story I've ever told. And I still, like, I don't know, my parents probably have this journal somewhere in a file somewhere, but I labeled them Boom 1, Boom 2, and Boom 3. It's like Boom 1 is the web, Boom 2 was the background, and Boom 3 was Web Spider himself, because that was the biggest boom. And you save the big boom for last. And how many B's am I going to say in this LP? A B? Well, next time on Let's Play Mega Man X4, we're going to use Web Spider's power to go to the bio-laboratory and take down Split Mushroom, because that's what his weapon works against. So I will see you next time on Let's Play Mega Man X4. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this first part, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.